I wanted to talk about this. Can you guess what it is? If you're going to say it's a Godox V1S, you are mistaken. This is the Neewer Z1S. And for all intents and purposes, it is exactly the same, just packaged up differently. Now, you probably don't know this about me, or maybe you do, but I'm quite into photography, especially videography. But photography interests me because as I was growing up, my father did a lot of photography. He was a professional photographer, and so me and my brothers, we spent a lot of time with him learning how to take pictures on cameras, a bit like, not that much like this, but you know, old school. This is one of my little beauties, Italian. Look at that. Look, I mean, they don't make cameras like this anymore. My upbringing was that we spent a lot of time just learning photography and taking pictures. But in recent years, I've done much more videography, and I really enjoy that. I enjoy trying to create cinematic films, but photography is still a part of who I am, and I still enjoy doing it. And occasionally I get asked to do portraits for family and friends, and you know, I do my best. I'm not an expert. So I rock up with, I've got a Sony A7 IV, which is a very capable photography and videography camera, although it is a bit of a jack of all trades and master of none. This is, you know, when it gets dark and hazy, or when the light's not very good, I nervously take out my flash. And what I would say, so I've also got the, what is this, the wireless transmitter, there you go, which again, it's very simple if you're not into photography to learn how to use this stuff. But you do need to learn the techniques of general flash photography in order to do it well. Because instinctively, most people would stick this on the top of their camera. Obviously this little foot comes off, there you go. Stick it on the top of their camera, point it towards the subject, press the shutter button, and off you go. But if you do that, you're going to get very washed out images. So most people recommend you point it up to bounce the light off the ceiling towards your subject, or even into like a photography umbrella that then, what is the word? It takes the light and it spreads it out. There's a proper word for it, but I can't think of it right now. So what about this? Well, this is obviously it's made by Neewer, and I'd say they are a good brand. It's a very capable flash, very straightforward. You literally just switch it on. Makes a bit of a horrible noise when you do that, but it powers up. You switch on the transmitter, you stick that on top of your camera, you stick that wherever you want it, and you're good to go. It has TTL, which is a mode that you can use so that it basically is on complete auto. If you're a complete novice with flashes like me, you can stick it on your camera, and I think the camera communicates with the flash and tells the flash what the settings are to a certain extent, and then the flash works out how much flash it's going to need in order to light the subject. You do have the ability to be able to set the type of lens that you're using. It does lots of cool things. You can use it in, what is this mode? You can use this in model mode. If you wanted just to add a bit of a key light to your subject, you could do that and then switch it off, which is kind of handy. It's really well made, it's quite heavy. What's very cool about it is that you don't have to keep charging it up. You don't have to carry, well, you do have to keep charging it up, but not very often. The battery lasts forever. But it has a hot swappable battery, so you literally can just take the battery out, fast charge this up. It comes with a charger and I believe a USB-C cable, and then just pop that in. So you could have a couple of those if you're planning on doing photography for the whole day, and that's all you'll need. Has a rotating, articulating head, which is cool. If you're looking for a flash that is decent enough quality to get really good results, then actually the Neewer Z1S, which is Sony, or Z1C, which would be Canon, or Z1N, which would be Nikon, is a good, in my opinion, it's a good choice. No, you can do this all day just to annoy your friends. Anyway, Very short, very sweet. Looking for a flash, check this out. I think you'll find it interesting. And I forgot to say, it even comes with its own little bag. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Isn't that a nice bag? Don't you appreciate a bag? And if you don't want to put the flash in there, you can put your lunch in there. You can put your phone in there and pop it on your belt and look like a bit of a strange person, if that's what you want to do.